What's up guys, Hungrybox here, and of course this morning I opened my phone and I saw that familiar red block. Nintendo of America says tune in 2:17 at 2 p.m. Pacific time for a Nintendo Direct featuring 50 minutes of info focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to the Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021. Now, it's really telling here that they actually singled out Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If they did that, this could be like a half direct, half like Ultimate Direct. So it's a combination of both, and the fact that we haven't heard anything in a while probably indicates they want to put everything together in one big cohesive package for us to enjoy. Now, the big speculation everyone's talking about is usually right about now is when a new character gets revealed. It's February of 2021, so following the patterns of Byleth when he was announced, it makes sense that a new character will be revealed here. But if it's going to be a lot more Ultimate focused, it might not just be a new character, it might be more things to do with the game in general. But in this case, I really do want to predict what's going to happen here, because it's odd that you see a 50-minute direct from Nintendo alone. So let's go through the givens. The first given, of course, is that the 35th anniversary of Zelda is coming up. Now, Nintendo loves doing stuff for anniversaries and the 5s, sometimes 0s. For Mario's 35th anniversary, of course, we had the Super Mario 3 All-Stars game, which had 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy remasters on the Switch. So for Zelda, that would probably be a telling thing. Fans would line up and buy that, you know, in the droves if they had a game featuring 3 of Zelda's best titles, maybe like an Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, you know, maybe Twilight Princess 3-pack for the Switch. I mean, that would be amazing, and if they wanted it to be remastered for the Switch, I think people would love that in general too. Does that indicate what new character it's going to be? Probably not, but I could easily see Nintendo doing that. Because they've proven more so than any other company that if you do a re-release right, you can make a lot of money doing it. And if Mario can do it, Zelda for sure can do it too. So I'm not sure it's going to give any information as a character reveal, but I think that will definitely be mentioned during this direct. Character-wise, let's go off what I might predict. I know that Crash Bandicoot Crash 4 is coming to the Switch in March. That's true, and Sakurai previously tweeted it's about time, but then revealed it wasn't, you know, Crash at all. It was actually someone else. But I will say that, you know, I still think Crash has a chance. All the moveset would be there, all the specials would be there, all the speculations people had earlier can still be there as part of a game, and because Crash would fit into the Smash universe pretty well in terms of a fighter, I still think it's a huge possibility. But my biggest, if I put all my money down on one character, would still be Phoenix Wright. The reason I still think Phoenix Wright is going to be in the character, first of all, ever since he was a fighting character in MVC. First of all, one, that proves he's gonna be a fighting character. Two, the biggest thing is that there was a leak on a title called The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is coming soon, and the Switch is one of those platforms the game is gonna be released for. So, it hasn't been announced yet, but it's been leaked twice. So it's been leaked once from a Capcom data breach last year, and recently an overseas game rating platform like the ESRB, similar to that. So there was 2 leaks on it. So it basically is a really good indicator that there is a new Ace Attorney game coming. And it's a collection of 2 spin-off Ace Attorney games that were on the 3DS that never made it to America. So while not original titles, it's their first time in America. And if you have anything to do with an English new worldwide release for a title, usually that indicates Smash support for it as well, as we've seen in the past. They don't actually feature Phoenix Wright, but they feature, you know, Phoenix Wright's ancestors that are set in the past in feudal Japan. So, even though it's not like Phoenix Wright himself that's featured in this brand new game, he still is part of that universe, and maybe we can see a thing like we saw with Hero, where they take multiple characters from the Dragon Quest series and put them into one, or like with Steve, where they had both Steve, Enderman, and Alex, a zombie. That seems to be a really popular thing, because it gives a chance for Nintendo to put not just one character, but like literally 5 or 6 characters sometimes into one, just by having those be skins. I'm not sure how applicable it is to Phoenix Wright, but that leak is real. So look it up, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. That to me is the most likely one that's going to happen. Of course, we see fans, they're still clamoring over Geno. Now, yes, Geno's Mii costume was announced in the last Direct, which basically is supposed to be a deconfirm. However, a Mii costume isn't necessarily a deconfirm. You have to remember that there are Mii costumes for Samus, K. Rool, Fox, and others. Although those are Mii costumes for characters that already exist. So, you know, just I wouldn't say it's fully out of the question yet. And yeah, I'm one of those Geno fanboys. Let me live my life. I know how it is, but I still don't think that's a full deconfirm. Maybe 99%, but I'm holding on to that 1%. You know, I'm holding on. Other characters it could be popular ones, you know, Waluigi and Dante. Waluigi, of course, still has the assist trophy problem. I think Waluigi is fully deconfirmed. I think that even though the Mii costumes are a slightly gray area, I think an assist trophy is a full deconfirm that the character will not be playable. It just wouldn't make sense in the infrastructure. Dante from Devil May Cry, I mean, he's such a badass character. His kit would be so sick. If we've seen Sephiroth get into the game, there's no question that Dante could. I mean, it's just, nothing's really stopping them. I think he would fit now. I mean, if we talk about like, oh, a character that's too edgy for Smash, I mean, like Bayonetta's in there, Sephiroth's in there. The game has a huge breadth of cultures and characters which can now be represented, you know? Even people are talking about Master Chief at one point now being a possibility, because at this point, Smash Ultimate is the most expansive and most reaching title ever released on a video game ever. I mean, it's got more IPs than I think any other video game ever, and I think that Sakurai has been doing a pretty phenomenal job incorporating those characters and giving them the personality which makes them shine in their own respective games. On the horizon very soon is also Pokemon's 25th anniversary. So, a new Pokemon rep, I don't think people would complain. We have 8 Marths. I think we can have 8 or 9 Pokemon, right? I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I think the reason people would be less salty about a new Pokemon fighter rather than a new, like, sword fighter is because all the sword fighters have this sort of similarity to them where it seems like they copied and pasted a character, changed some attributes, gave him a new hair color, you know, changed the render a bit up, but it's still a character with a big sword with some specials. I did like Byleth, actually, you know, and the more I play against Byleth and as Byleth, I realized, oh, you know, Byleth, even though this was a character that was hated by a lot of people because it was so just another Fire Emblem rep, actually ended up being a really cool and fun character to play. But in terms of the casual audience, they want something brand new, they want something out of the left field, and you know, that's the most important thing. So in terms of new Pokemon, obviously going to be from the new generation, could be so many of them. I might list a few in a second. But I think on the other Nintendo news, people are also looking at Metroid Prime 4. Obviously, like I said, the Zelda 35th anniversary. The Gen 4 remakes of Pokemon might also be an indicator. So if it's a new Pokemon fighter, it might not actually be from the new generation. The more I think about it, it might be a Gen 4 fighter. So keep your eyes on that. And obviously this Direct can also introduce a brand new Nintendo Switch model, which, you know, could be held for E3, but we've all heard ruminations of a Switch Pro, we've all heard ruminations of a Switch that could support games in 4K, maybe having a sort of way to remaster those games or have a new games released in 4K. To me, that's the path Nintendo follows, sort of Xbox and PlayStation do the big push into the new graphics quality first. You know, they were the first ones to go into 1080p, they're the first ones to go into 4K. Nintendo follows suit like a year or two after. This seems to be like the natural course of things, and so that would be cool too. I mean, if we get just a one character reveal from 5 minutes on Ultimate and the rest of the Direct is just talking about the Switch Pro, I'd actually be pretty happy with that. So that's right now my predictions. Sorry for the ramble as to what I think this Direct will be about. And so, yeah, I also do realize that on this tweet itself from America, we have some colorful comments, of course. I actually wanted to go down here and see, you know, what people actually thought. Of course, Phoenix Wright, very popular, requested character by a lot of people. This is my pick, and it always will be. I really want this character to be in it. People are speculating Persona 5 Royal on the Switch. People are thinking Ninja Gaiden Hayabusa, of course. I think Five Nights at Freddy's fans, sorry, not gonna be it. Not gonna happen at all. I love reading the tweets, the responses to Nintendo's tweets, because they are so out of every left field possible. Captain Toad for Smash. This one was actually interesting too. It is good to point out he's in a platform where he can't jump. At least Little Mac can jump. I'm not sure that would be I'm not sure that would be a good idea. And of course we have these bad leaks. What does it say? Nintendo World Park Tour, Mario Kart 9, Splatoon 3, Odyssey 2, Metroid Resurgence, Kingdom Hearts Destiny's Embrace, Bayonetta 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Premium Edition, Legend of Zelda Echoes from the Past. What is this? Who made this? People are going out of left field. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Capcom Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Call of Duty Black Ops War, Nintendo Switch Pro with 4K, TV support, Dock Pro, Joy-Con Pro, Bluetooth audio, high definition screen, 256 gigabytes NVIDIA. Wow. Someone went really hard on this, huh? I don't see any ultimate information on this leak. Unless I'm blind. Upcoming Switch Pro games. Trailer gameplay footage. Press X to doubt. So it is you in bingo cards here. ARMS 2, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 4. So I actually made a tweet too, asking people, because last time whenever I quote tweet and then these Nintendo Direct tweets, there's always a prophet in the chat. Someone always calls it out and it's like gets risen to the top. So I want to see if my fans have what it takes. We got Dante, rollback net play, Sora, Ryu Hayabusa, that's another one I've seen at Doomslayer, or Rayman. This is the pipe dream. This is the pipe dream. Master Chief. I mean, good lord, everything would stop. Crash, Rayman, Monster Hunter, Dante. So I'm seeing Dante, Crash, and Rayman pretty often. There's Phoenix Wright, a Zelda rep to start off the Zelda's Anniversary strong. Rex and Pyra, Crash, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Doom Guy, Pokemon rep, Tales of Symphonia rep, Tekken rep, Crash again, Monster Hunt, Crash, Master Chief, Crash Bandicoot, Sora, Fortnite Jonesy. I think we can call that one off for now. Eggman. Eggman actually would be so sick. And now with Sephiroth, that proves you can have more than one rep from a game via DLC, because we have Cloud and then Sephiroth. Eggman would fulfill the role of having a villain DLC. Actually, never mind, Sephiroth was that. But Eggman would fill the role of a heavy DLC, which you have not yet had, a super heavy. People call Piranha Plant heavy, kind of true, but I think there's way more to it, and I think that Eggman would actually be super sick. I would love a super heavy DLC. That'd be so dope. Eggman, Crash. I'm loving the creativity. Spyro, Beautiful Joe was one of my early picks, but I don't think, in terms of all the Capcom, there's no way they're gonna choose Beautiful Joe over Phoenix Wright at this point. And of course, there's our boy again. So, pretty much the replies that I've seen here is kind of what I expected. There's a chance too they could take a completely new field and introduce skins for the first time, but I think it's praying for too much. I think by having Mii's alone, that's Nintendo's answer to skins, so I think we shouldn't keep hoping on too much. I've also opened up the Reddit thread here. John Andros said here, my money's on a Pokemon character reveal, generate or something. They've been dropping 25th anniversary stuff for the past couple weeks, left and right. Serve fetched for Smash. Robotnik, time to shine. Eggman, that really would be exciting. More real about it. So Rayman, considering we got Minecraft Steven Sephiroth, it could be fucking Yoda for all I know. In terms of Pokemon's 25th anniversary, that's what I want to read. Grovel to represent Mystery Dungeon, or Grovyle, would be the best outcome. As a Pokemon, I like music from Gen, and music from Mystery Dungeon. So yeah, it could be, right? This character kind of reminds me, has like Greninja vibes a little bit, but would sort of be like Greninja and Ivysaur mixed together, and have the range, have a projectile, leaves. That could be a cool character. I could see that happening. And it'll give you a grass starter too, which would be kind of dope. Deoxys or Rayquaza. I think Rayquaza would be a little too big, but Deoxys, if Mewtwo's in the game, Deoxys could be there too. But according to the lore, Deoxys could just eviscerate everyone on the field if they wanted to. So, Hollow Knight, that Hollow Knight would be, to me, a me skin. So Hollow Knight would probably get the same treatment that Cuphead did. Captain Toad. Captain Toad actually has a lot of personality, and I love Captain Toad, but how do you make that a character? Yeah. So, anyway, that is, from what I can gather, my predictions on this Nintendo Direct. Of course, I'll be streaming it tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments this Direct is going to be about. Like I said, Nintendo has pulled a bunch of you know, a bunch of constant surprises during the pandemic. You know, they have always, as soon as we think like the character reveals will stop coming or the character reveals will, you know, not be as pertinent as they used to be, they bring out Sephiroth, they bring out Steve. You know, I also made a poll here on my YouTube community page, and the consensus seems to be that you know, a Fighters Pass 3, wishful thinking. We're Shifu from the Sword and Shield DLC, or Shifu. That's actually a good guess for a character. I kind of like that. That would be dope. That's like a ninja. Damn. That would be a badass character. After we got Sephiroth, Eggman feels necessary to round out Smash Bros. Villains. Yeah. All right. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna say right now, my prediction is Phoenix Wright. The character I want the most at this point is Eggman. It's Eggman. And everything I mentioned earlier with the Zelda 35th anniversary, Pokemon anniversary, the Great Ace Attorney leaks, all those will be part of this Direct in some way. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it. I really do want to see what's gonna happen tomorrow, and of course, I'll be live twitch.tv/Hungrybox for the entire Direct. So I'll see you next time. Leave your predictions in the comments below. I want to see who the prophet is. Thanks, guys.